Today we are we're doing elimination using multiplication. Last time we did notes, we did elimination using addition and subtraction. Today the only difference is we're going to multiply before we add and subtract. First thing we do is we line up the variables. This one's already lined up. 5x plus 6y equals -8, and 2x plus 3y equals -5. Variables are already lined up. If we were to add and subtract, we would not eliminate a variable. So what we do instead is we multiply one of these equations to eliminate something. I see 6y and 3y. Easiest thing to do is times this whole thing by 2. Actually by -2. Alright, so let's do that. So I have 5x plus 6y equals -8. I take this whole thing by -2. So -2 times 2, which is -4.
4x.
-2 times 3 is -6y. And -2 times -5 is 10. Now can I add and subtract eliminating something?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now what I could have done, I could have times by 2 and then subtracted these. Okay. Would I have got the same thing?
Yes.
Yes, I would have. Okay. So we add 5 minus 4 is 1. 6 minus 6, that cancels it out. So we get x equals 2. Then what I do is I take x, okay, which is now 2, and I plug that into one of these equations. It does not matter which.
Top one.
Okay, let's go top one. 5 times 2 is what, Caleb?
10.
So we have 10 plus 6y equals -8. Now what do I do, Caleb?
Add both sides.
Subtract 10 to both sides. Gives me 6y equals -18. Divide by 6.
3.
Y equals -3. So my solution is 2, -3. Write down this. We have 9r plus q equals 13. We have 3r plus 2q equals -4. The variables are already lined up. We need to figure out what we want to multiply by. Does it matter if I choose the top one or I choose the bottom one?
No.
No, as long as you make it to where you can eliminate one.
Do top one.
Okay, you want to multiply by the top one. Caleb, what do I want to multiply it by?
9.
Okay, we can multiply the top one by 2. Okay, let's do it that way, and then we'll do Shang's way. Okay, 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 13 is 26.
Is it always 2?
Yeah, it is. You picked because you have to eliminate q if you pick the top one to multiply by. Okay, because you can't multiply 9 by something and get 3, unless you're like doing decimals. And we're not going there yet. Okay, so we leave the other one. We have 3r plus 2q equals -4. Now, like I said, we could have multiplied by -2 and made everything negative on top, or we could just subtract. Okay, again, it doesn't matter. 18 minus 3 is 15r. 2 minus 2 cancels out. 26 minus -4, 30.
2.
So r is 2. So what we do is we plug that back into one of these. I'm going to plug it into the bottom one. So 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2q equals -4. Subtract 6. 2q equals -10. 5. Right? Because -10 divided by 2 is -5. So -5, 2. Alright. Now we're going to do Shang's way. Actually, let's just do this. I would multiply the bottom one by -3, or I just multiply by 3 and then subtract. It's the same thing. Okay, so I would make that 9r over 9r, right? That's what you could do it that way. All right, your choice. Guess what? You'll still get the same answer. Okay. Write this down. We have 4x plus 2y equals 8, and we have 3x plus 3y equals 9. There is nothing I can multiply one side by to be able to eliminate the other side. So what we have to do is we have to multiply both of the equations by something.
2.
Hold on, but what you have to do is you have to decide which one you want to eliminate, x or y. Cameron, which one do you want to eliminate?
I want to eliminate x.
Okay, so we have to make x the same thing. Okay, what do I need to times 4 by?
12 or 3.
1 times it by 3, okay, which means I have to times this one down here by what?
4.
4, okay. So this would give me 12x plus 6y equals 24. This will give me 12x, 12y, 36.
Oh.
Now I'm subtracting them, so it's the same thing as timesing by -4. 12 minus 12 cancels out. We got rid of the x like what Cameron wanted to do. 6 minus 12, -6y. 24 minus 36, -12, so we divide by -6.
6.
Y is 2.
Oh.
Hush. So what I do is I plug 2 into an original equation. I'm going to plug it into the bottom one. So we have 3x plus 6, because 3 times 2 is 6, equals 9. Subtract 3, or 6, sorry. Subtract 6. 3x equals 3. X has to be 1. My ordered pair is 1, 2. Write this down. I have 5x minus 3y equals 6. I have 2x plus 5y equals -10. Someone raise your hand. Tell me what you want to eliminate. Darius, pick one, x or y.
Y.
Okay. Please stop. Darius, in order to eliminate y, what do I need to multiply the top one by? You're gonna have to multiply one of them by 3, but not the top one. Right? We want to make this 15y, don't we? So they cancel each other out. Does that make sense? So what do I need to multiply the top one by? 5. What do I need to multiply the bottom one by? 3. Okay. So 5 times 5, we have 25x minus 15y equals 30. We have the 5 times 6. We take 3 times 2, which is 6x. 3 times 5, which is 15y. 3 times -10, which is -30, right? Okay. Do I need to subtract these or do I need to add these? I just need to add these because they're opposite, aren't they? Okay, so we just add these, cancels out. 25x plus 6 is 31x. 30 minus 30, which is 0. So I divide by 31. Tells me x is 0.
I thought we couldn't have 0.
It's possible. It's like that would eliminate both of them. Shang, that would be a situation where you'd have 25x over 25x, where x's would be eliminated, y would be eliminated, and it would be 0 would be equal like to -1 or something like that. That's no solution. If 0 equals 0, then it's all real numbers. So I just plug x in there. Okay, I'm going to plug in the top one and get -3y equals 6. Because 0 times 5 is 0. I divide by -3, please stop. Y is -2. So my deal is 0, -2. That's my ordered pair. Here's your assignment.